Hey, hello. Sorry, I was a bit late. I forgot the time, and I was looking at oh gosh, cats on not Instagram on the news feed. Hopefully, you can hear me. Oh gosh, I can't remember how to type. That's it. Hopefully, I'm not bothering microphones and things. They always fail, so I'm trying with the computer. Oh, smashing, Winston. Good to see you. How are you doing? Are you having a good weekend? I've got my better computer back now, so I'm giving it a go. Um, I'm quite excited to kind of get it going. Oh, cheers! Happy Sunday. I'm really good, thank you. I don't know if you can see behind me. I'm looking at the sea. I'm parked up right beside the sea. It's hard to tell. It's getting dark, isn't it? But yeah, I've had a really good few days here. I'm up on the northeast coast of the UK. I'm using my phone for the internet. The router isn't working very well, so it might be a bit choppy. Ah, yeah, I do like my lights. I've got some lights kind of shining because it's too dark otherwise, but the solar lights normally are fine for me for just just kind of living. So that's what I normally have on in the evening. I feel like I might raise the computer up a bit so you could probably see the sea behind me. I'll find some books or something to put underneath. Have you been up to much today or over the weekend? Hold on, I'll get a few books. I'll just raise the laptop up a bit so you can hopefully see behind me a bit better. Oh, excuse me. Actually, you can just see the back of my head. And basically, you can see the sea just going along. Oh, lovely. Where are you going on your cruise? And a lazy day is good. I woke up this morning. It was about 5 a.m. and I had a really upset tummy. Just kind of when you wake up, you've got a painful tummy, and so oh gosh, somebody's running past. Um, I redid the parking thing. That's better, and and stayed an extra day because I thought, oh gosh, I don't know if I can do with driving today. Hey, hey, how are you? Good to see you, Mac fan. How are you doing? What have you been up to? Oh gosh, the date. Gosh, I don't know what to say because I had a 2 hour kind of monologue from this fella. Sorry, I've got the sea behind me. You might hear. I've got the lovely sea behind me. You can just about make it out, hopefully. Um, but the other side is the main road. On your side is the main road, and some motorbikes going past. Gosh, the date was like a 2 hour monologue with some fella. Had some really nice coffee, which was nice, and cake, and we split the bill in half. I was a bit confused with the fella because I think he was more interested in my motorhome than me. To be honest, in the end, it just got a bit strange. But yeah, if you want to know anything, just ask. Hey Lex, how you doing? Thank you so much for the email and the lovely photos. I got them. I realised I had them this morning when I woke up. I'd say it was about 5ish. Had a bit of a dodgy tummy, just painful. I ate rubbish yesterday, and so I had a look then. But I've meant to reply today, and you know me, the time got away from me. So I'll send you a quick reply. But thank you so much. I really love seeing the photos and reading your message. Sorry, horrible lighting tonight, but it's the best I can do. I wonder if I can stretch the laptop so I can point you out towards the window so you can see the sea view. Let's give it a go. Hold on. Oh, I wondered if it was nerves that he just kept talking because he didn't ask me anything apart from then he started towards the last kind of. I don't. He talked about himself and his business. I never learnt what business he was in. He had a business. He talked about doing up a house, had some dogs, talked a lot about them, talked a lot about being stalked by somebody, which I said, oh dear, you know, what can you do? And then talked about wanting to have a motorhome and starting asking. That's when he asked questions about a motorhome, but he didn't actually listen to my replies. He was more kind of talking over me. Very bizarre. Ah, thank you. So it's kind of hard work. I know we've got the odd person walking around outside. It's the dog walkers. I'll try to show you outside without pulling every wire out. I don't know if you can't see the sea, can you? Honestly, it's there. The sea is there. It's right behind me. I'll get my phone and I'll show you the view. I think I showed it to you in the last video. I think photos. Oh God, this is useless, isn't it? I was going to say, look at my phone, look at the view, but you just see white light. Isn't it annoying? Yeah, you're right. Plenty more fish in the sea, but it was actually quite good to actually meet somebody. Just because I spend so much time on my own. So that was kind of fun to just listen to somebody go on and on for a while. But no, I wouldn't say I'm like completely into dating at the moment. It's more, you know, if somebody asks me out for a coffee or a drink, I'm up for it. I desperately need a haircut. I've been going on about this, banging on about it for a while, but I can't see anywhere. You can see kind of like how my hair, it's dark on top and goes grey and then white. So I need it kind of shaved off. But no, it's kind of worth having the odd date. My light's going to flicker because where you're sat on that side, um, that's on the main road, and as cars go past, the what do you call them? Solar things. They're reacting to the traffic going past, so it's flashing. Hey Bruno, how you doing? Lovely to see you. Hey Edward, how you doing? Hey Sam, lovely to see you. Oh, Winston, I must get the nerve to get to France, and also I must save up some money to get to France as well. I've been burning through money since I paid for those repairs, so I'm just applying for jobs, and then travel will happen, I'm sure. Of course, France is always going to be good for coffee and wine, so it'd be lovely. Oh, sorry. Cheers, everybody. Lovely to see you. Thank you for joining me. So, how you all doing? What have you been up to? Tell me all the gossip. Hey, Blackpool. Sorry, I can never remember, but hey, how you doing? Lovely to see you. Sam, um, I still haven't considered OnlyFans. That's not something I don't know. Cheekbones. I think it's probably just where the fat is. Um, I've applied for another um, campsite warden job, but it's more of a it's up in Scotland, and it's actually looking after the bunkhouse things. Excuse the noise. There's motorbikes going past. Um, it's looking after the bunkhouses and actually doing the bookings for them rather than the campsite work. So I thought I could do that because of after working in or owning a B&B, and also some accountancy jobs. And hopefully in the coming weeks something might come off. Hey Louis, how are you doing? Lovely to see you. Thank you for joining in. I'm talking about. Oh, you cheeky monkey, Sam. One day, perhaps, if I got the courage. I don't think I could, to be honest. Um, I don't know, and I don't know how much money there is to be made out of sites like that. So I'm going to have a cigarette. There's nothing wrong with being naughty. Um, on our lives, we can say whatever we want. Oh yeah, the thumbnail. I know, clickbait. I came across it. I made it a while ago, and I was looking for an excuse to use it, and I just thought, just put it out there. And I think all of you know that my thumbnails are a little bit tongue in cheek, aren't they? Thank you, thank you, Winston. Right, tough fag. I'm cutting down on cigarettes as well. That's why I've got the vape. I'm trying to half my smoking, but I just thought I'd have a cigarette now, and then we'll vape for a while. I'm trying really hard to kind of conserve money as well. Sorry, people will come past. It's the seafront walk. Sam, that's hilarious. I'll send a signed copy or something. No, honestly, I do these things. It's just a laugh, isn't it? And to be honest, I tried quite a boring thumbnail, and the video wasn't doing so well. And I'm trying to kind of build the channel, so let's go trashy and just you know, just see how it goes. Thank you very much, Edward. I'm trying. I've applied for a couple of jobs today. Um, it's difficult weekend because obviously people aren't checking their emails at weekends, really, are they? So I'm applying. I'm trying. I don't think that will affect being on YouTube at all because I enjoy it that much. I want to hang out with you all, so it's something I really, really enjoy doing, and we'll always make time for it. I've made a video. Oh, I'm a bit tired today actually because I've been making a day in the life video all day from kind of getting up this morning. I can't do that contrived thing of having a video and me getting out of bed because you know that unless we're some kind of abnormal, we don't have a camera filming us sleeping. So I kind of got up and I've got, I'm scruffy and not washed and started talking. Part of it is a review, but I just don't think my reviews are that popular. So I've made it a day in the life video. So I'll just catch up with what's going on. Hey, Moscow G Land. About getting old. I'm 59. Slow down to a crawl. Um, I must say, I don't know. I don't particularly feel 50 still, but I'm starting to fall apart. Some of my teeth are chipping a bit. Um, no pain or anything, just and my brother, I was talking to my brother about this. He's 2 years younger, and he's got the same teeth have kind of started to disintegrate. And we do look after our teeth. It's just it might be a hereditary thing. I don't know, or age. My bones are falling apart. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, to be honest, Edward, I'm a bit all or nothing. It's hard work. Oh gosh, sorry, I couldn't find my wine. Again, we're at opposites because the wine is over this way, but the camera is pointing the wrong way. So I'm trying to reach that way, but it's actually there. And to be honest, I'm enjoying the cigarettes when I can, but I'm trying to kind of at least every other cigarette to vape for a bit instead, just to cut down a bit. It's more to do with saving money than cutting down in smoking. I suppose cutting down in smoking can't be a bad thing anyway. So I've got itchy leg again. I had a. It's bizarre here. I've been on the same place for 3 days, um, and today I realised I didn't have any water. So I'm looking up at my control panel, and there wasn't water to shower with. So I had to run across the supermarket, buy lots of 2 litre bottles and fill up. It was very bizarre. So I showered today in mineral water. Fancy pants. Only shower in Evian now. I hope you've all had a good Sunday as well. I know it's annoying, isn't it? Well, to be honest, I've smoked since I was 13, and I think I've given up once for a couple of months, and it didn't go well, and that's kind of it. It's kind of quite hard to what's the turn of phrase? Uh, it's teaching an old dog new tricks, isn't it? I'm a bit of an old dog now. Oh, sorry. I'll try not to smoke so much. With post, I've changed everything to my parents' address. Um, they're very happy for me to have my post there. Sorry, the lighting's awful, and I don't know if I can do much about it. I've got the spotlights pointing at me, so I'm slightly blinded. Um, yeah, post is at my parents', which they're quite happy. I had the odd letter this week. My mum, she'll tell me what letters and what they look like. And to be honest, I'll say which ones to open and which not to open. Not that I have any secrets, but there's some that, there's no need to open them. There's a couple that are being forwarded on from Torquay, from, Steve. He's forwarding them back to my parents. And they're probably just bank statements. My parents don't need to go through my bank statements, but there was a letter from Google that I needed to do verifying things, so I got them to open that, and they sent. My brother did it, and he sent a photo of that. With other things, everything, parcels, post gets sent to my parents, and either I'll see them soon or I'll see my cousin and my aunt at the end of this week, and they'll probably bring any post or whatever up to me. And with regards to doctors, I'm still registered in Torquay, but I'm a big believer in the gosh, I used to belong to one in Gloucester. It's like Health Access Centre, so I'm quite happy to go to Health Access Centre if I need healthcare things. Oh, thank you, Chris. Oh gosh, thank you for the email. I'll reply. I saw it, I read it earlier, and I'll reply to you. Thank you, and lovely to see you. Thank you so much. Yeah, no, It's £14.75. So say £15 for a pack of cigarettes for a pack of 20 at the moment. That's an awful lot of money. Wacko Jacko, thank you so much. No, I just feel a bit blinded, so I can't really see myself, and I'm trying to read the words, but definitely need a haircut or a beard cut. It kind of like makes me look horrible. Don't look at me. That's it. You can smoke while well, pretend enjoy the cigarettes when I have cigarettes, and just enjoy it with me. Hey Daniel, how are you doing? Lovely to see you. Oh, lovely. I think that's a good idea. I am doing some cooking in my next video. I did. It's vegetarian. Obviously, I prefer vegetarian food, and I did a head of broccoli, and that was with it was I did it today, so it'll be in a video coming up in the air fryer, and it was with a little bit of oil and chopped chilies and chopped garlic, and the same with carrot battens, coated in chopped chili and chopped garlic. And I've had it with I let it go cold because it's been quite warm today, and I had it with cherry tomatoes, avocado, um, feta cheese, and lemon juice on top. It was delicious. Thank you very much, Daniel. I just struggle with it being so white and it's a bit fluffy, so I kind of have a bit of a fat face at the moment, or perhaps I've got a fat face anyway. Oh gosh, sorry, I'm trying to read. I'll come up close. It's just a bit bright. So just hey, my stitcher. Sorry, you've probably told me your name, and I'm forgetful tonight, having the wine. So lovely to see you. Welcome, great to see you. How are you doing? Tell us all about yourself. What have you been up to, and all the gossip. And cheers, everybody. I always think I look like a mole when I take my glasses off. I'll give them a quick clean. I'm still getting back to emails. I had quite a few to reply to, and also quite a lot of like junk emails as well, that I'm trying to work through because I like to read the emails just in case they, when they come through and they look like junk, but it might be somebody just trying to say hello, or their email address might be slightly unusual, so Gmail don't like it. But I've had quite a few strange junk emails, kind of like trying to make me sell things on the channel, and I'm not a sales channel, so I've been kind of trying to get through and delete them. Hey Flavio, how are you doing? Lovely to see you. Um, but emails is a bit of priority now. I know I've got behind on some of the WhatsApps, which I got behind generally, even with family and things. It's just I think over the last 2 weeks I've done about, or not 2,000, I'd say 1,500 miles in driving. I've been driving a lot and then parking up and then actually just a bit too tired to I'll read things, but then I won't respond, and I need to get better at that. And I'm sorry to anybody that's waiting for a reply. Oh, I was thinking about something. I was going to ask you all something, but I can't remember. Is Sunday night okay for these lives rather than Friday? Because Sundays, I kind of always try to be a little bit more settled on a Sunday with traveling, because at the moment I'm doing the traveling where I stay in kind of park ups, lay-bys, things like that. And if I find somewhere decent by a Saturday, I'm probably going to stay there till a Monday morning. So it gives me the chance to kind of calm down, and that's when we can catch up. No problem, Edward. I'm happy to answer. Lex. Yeah, perhaps remember to go to work. That might help. But you've been on holiday, so you might forget still. So hopefully, is tomorrow your first day back? Um, Sorry, Daniel. I'll read that. I'll read yours in a second. But with Edward, yeah, I think you all know. But if Edward doesn't, I'm quite happy to say about it. On New Year's Eve morning, my ex and I were having coffee, and he said to me, could we have a word?" And we were opposite each other at a table, like a bit like we are at the moment, drinking coffee. And he said, "I don't think I love you anymore." And this was after 11 years of being together and running a B&B for the last 2 years. And to me, it's like those words can't be taken back. So I packed some stuff, went to an Airbnb. Then I went to Spain for a month to get some headspace. It was because I went to Torremolinos for a month because I rented a flat and it was cheaper than renting a flat in the UK. And while I was there, I decided on buying a van because I just did not know where I wanted to end up. I'm still not sure this is the best idea ever, but we're here now, and it's paid for. I've paid a lot in repairs for this as well. I think I paid over £10,000 for the van, then recently 8,600 for repairs, and then all of the stuff. I think I've probably ploughed the best part of 25 to £30,000 into this, but it's fully insured. It's repaired. I have all the stuff. Um, I feel like nobody can take it away from me, which is a big security thing. I just wanted to answer Edward there. Um, quick kind of recap on my life. Sorry, motorbikes, very, very annoying, noisy ones. Oh, Daniel with the beard stuff. It's very odd. I have not much hair, but it hasn't changed since I was about 40. It looks like it's thinning, but I think that's as thin as it's going to get. But it's incredibly dark, and then it kind of gets. I've got kind of this line where dark stops and it goes grey. Sorry, wrong hand. Just starts going grey, gets there and goes white, and I've got a dark moustache. It's just bizarre. Um, I don't know if that's a norm or just I look like a badger. You bought a new lap, can't work it. Jacko says. Um, is that laptop? Oh, sucked too hard then. Um, yeah, no, Lex. Sorry, these lives can go on a bit. But you can always catch up later, or just call in sick tomorrow. Just say you had to talk to your friend on the internet. Sorry, I sucked too hard again. Derek, how are you doing? I'll be thinking about you on Monday. Lovely to see you, and good night. Yeah, you're up early for your business. I'll send you a message tomorrow to check how you are. I have been thinking about you a lot, so hopefully you'll be okay, and I think you will be. You'll be fine, and I'm definitely going to be thinking about you tomorrow. Hey, Paul, how are you doing? Lovely to see you. Grey beard and hair. I used to love dyeing all of it jet black, like ink black, unnatural black. I used to love that, but I think I'm a bit old for that now. Yeah, Lex, I think it's probably best if you just say I'm afraid I can't make it in today because I was very busy last night. My beard colouring isn't symmetrical, so a beard isn't really an option there. Well, actually, that could be quite interesting, couldn't it? It's good to see you. And lovely to hear from you. I must email you back as well because we're thinking about kind of Sweden when I save up enough money. So I'll give you an email. But why not? If it's not symmetrical, it could be a fun fashion statement. Sam, I don't have any plans on Tuesday. I'll be doing something. Let me know. Good night, Derek, and I'll be thinking about you tomorrow. Sorry, Stuart. I've I'm drinking the wine and I'm trying to remember everyone's names. And with kind of like it's a bit like me with O'Sullivan's Way. You might not remember. It's me, it's Joe. Um, it's hard to remember everyone's names, isn't it? Sorry, the light is so bright. Try to see. Right, I think we're up to date. That's good. No, poor Derek has a procedure tomorrow. Um, it's so we've talked on email, and I think on the comments as well. He has an eye problem, so always scary. Anything to do with kind of eye procedures is a scary thing. So I really hope he's going to be okay. I believe he will be. It's just, nobody wants your eyes fiddled with, really, do you? Hold on, that's better. Is the sound okay? I'm using the newer laptop. I hope it's a slight improvement of or the video quality as well. I'm using my phone for the hotspot because the router was being ropey. Oh, a Jameson's, you devil. How lovely. I'm glad it sounds okay, Stuart. Thank you. I'm not bothering with microphones and stuff. I need to charge them all up because I was doing a video today where I was cooking and it was I think I've bored you all already, but it was a day in the life. So I kind of woke up, came to in my bed t-shirt and kind of like had a chat, and then I've done some cooking, I've done some bits and bobs. So um, everything's kind of needs charging. Oh, thank goodness, Edward. I always worry. Obviously, I can't tell because I'm not on your end. Stuart, I didn't learn. I'm trying to think what I did. When I decided that on the van life stuff, I thought I'm gonna try having YouTube and try to document this part of my life. And so I kind of looked around on what to use, and my phone is good enough for kind of camera stuff, so I just use my phone. Um, so I've got the bits here, so I'll show you. Well, you've seen the little microphone. This thing, it plugs into where the charge goes, and that receives the microphone stuff. So that's there. That's on the microphone. Um, and then I have, oh God, breaking everything. This looks like a little phone, but basically magnet it's magnetic on the back, and when I'm filming I'm kind of looking at the back of the camera, but this gives me a mirror image of what I'm looking at, so it's like an extra screen. It's almost like doing the selfie screen, but I'm using the better camera. um, that was about 30 pounds, and it just magnetic. It's magnetic, so that helps me know what's going on. And then tripod. So I think I spent, gosh, about £100 on that. When I started doing videos, as you know, I was not good, and I'm probably getting even worse. Um, but actually, I think I've done 22 videos now in the last 5 months, and it's becoming easier because of meeting you all and having friends that I don't feel nervous. I just talk away. And I know you're going to be quite forgiving. You know, I'm not very good on camera, but I try my hardest just to say, sorry, itchy nose as normal. Um, just talk away, and hopefully you don't mind watching now and again. I know, Edward. It's incredible. That's what I love. I love. That's why I really value trying to do the live streams, because it's a time where I can actually talk directly back to you. Because you know the comments is very much, oh, thank you for watching, hearts and kisses. I love to actually talk properly to you. Hey Jeffrey, how are you doing? Lovely to see you. No, I haven't had the fuse box repaired yet. What I'm doing, I'm reliant on. I've got two power banks. They're very big. They're like big. They weigh about 20 kilos. I'll turn the computer around so you can see the one I'm using. Oh, gosh, it's all going to go wrong, isn't it? That's what I'm using at the moment. And I've got one on the front seat, which I plug into the cigarette lighter when I'm driving, but that's almost out. And all of them take solar as well. So that's where the electric's coming from. I'd love to get the electric sorted, but at the moment I'm up in Sunderland, and the bloke that is fixing it is in Worcestershire. So I'm a bit far away, but I do still plan on getting that fixed. Yeah, the magnetic screen is great. If you plan on doing videos, it's really handy. Basically, it's not just for looking at yourself, but when you're talking to this camera, that's very easy. But when you put that on, you can actually, when you're framing, you know, where you want to sit, you can make sure that you're in the frame, you know. So very handy. It's Cinco. I don't think it was much money at all. You know, I'm a bit tight. I'm not going to spend that much money on things. No, you haven't missed the Joe O'Sullivan show yet. What I'm going to do though, I'm just going to get up. You have to see me tripping around the van and get a glass of wine, if you don't mind waiting. If you have anything to ask me, just ask. You know me, I'm very, very honest, and I'm happy to answer anything within reason. Oh, there we go. Cheers. It's quite a full glass. It's very dark back there. I can't see, so that's my excuse. Yeah, you can ask anything you want. I know, Stuart. It's not a dainty glass, but it's fine. You'll know I changed my. I don't have the married ring anymore. I have my. Oh God, it's hard to see my fat old fingers. My cross now. I could not stand not having a ring on that side, so I changed it when I went to Gran Canaria. So my hair, hate that this is back to front. It's not a mirror image, so I can't tell which way I'm meant to do my hair. Ah, we might be on. I'm happy to buy dinner and pay for the parts. And I haven't been to Aberystwyth for a long, long time, quite a few years ago. And part of my plans actually is to go down to kind of Ross and that way. I know it's not exactly the same, but we're not within a million miles of there. So I might take you up on that. Um, do you mind sending me an email, please, and we'll sort something out? But I'm more than happy to pay for some dinner and the parts if you don't mind having a little butcher's. And I'm quite happy to hold your tools for you. Sorry, Jack, I'm just having a look. Oh, lovely. Plum wine. I'm game. Count me in. I think. Oh, thank you, Louis. That's really kind. Jack, I'm just going to answer some questions. Oh, £10 a night at the rugby club. I'm up for it. Could you email me if you haven't, and just we'll try and sort this out because this could be good, and it actually helps my next travel plans. Um, if you don't mind, it's osullivansway at gmail.com. If you've already emailed and I haven't answered, I'm sorry. I'm just that bitch. No, I've just been driving a lot, so I haven't got to reply. But email me again. With being vegetarian, so I'd just light a cigarette while I mull that over. Um, a long, long time ago, I stopped eating or drinking cow's milk, and that was on the road to it. And then I kind of cut down on dairy, but I'm not vegan. But I noticed, I smoke, but I've always had asthma and I've always needed inhalers, just generally in life. And with giving up dairy or cutting right down on dairy, I no longer needed inhalers. And to be honest, I stopped really enjoying meat and things. Now and again, I'm more flexitarian, but I'd say I haven't eaten meat in such a long time. That's kind of wearing thin, isn't it? I am vegetarian, but I do eat dairy products. I mean, the dinner I've prepared, you'll see on video probably tomorrow or the next day, where I'm cooking that broccoli and carrot kind of uh, roast broccoli in chili and garlic as kind of a chunky salad, has feta cheese on it, but you could go without if you wanted. But I'm not quite at vegan stage now, but I'm happily vegetarian. And I don't know. I don't know if I feel better for it or not. It is just something that I find a little bit more important in my life. Hey Baz, sorry, I was just wittering on there and I didn't see you there. How are you doing? Lovely to see you. Um, I guess, Jack. That's why I said I'm flexitarian. I'll stop blushing in a minute. Although it's been, I haven't eaten or had any meat in my mouth for quite some time. It's great to see you, Baz. And good to know you're okay. Sorry, I'm just getting over the blushing. Oh, I do have my fan, even though it's not that warm. Oh, wrong way around. Oh, yeah, sorry. Bit of a cheeky answer, sorry. That sounds delicious. Do you know all these things you're doing? The wine, the lovely spice plums, and all of that. Are you sure you're not inviting us all for Christmas? The way you're talking this way. The fan. I got it the wrong way up. It's that one. Well, if you just let me know your address, I'll give it out to everybody for Christmas Day, and we'll turn up with something, potluck type situation. Thanks, Edward. I do have the other one. I was meant to be doing a giveaway with the other fan. This is my favourite. I think it's got Drama Queen on it, so you know me. Christmas pool party sounds amazing. I was actually, Stuart, I was going to do in the air fryer today. I was going to do a loaf of bread, but I thought actually we all know how to make a loaf of bread, don't we? So I went for more of a vegetarian. It was a basic vegetarian meal, but I thought actually at the moment while it's sorry, it's just I could hear something in the back of the fan, but I think it's just oh, it's my bike. As I move, my bike is rocking around. I thought there's somebody in the van. Well, um, I don't know. I'm trying to, and also trying not to eat so much bread. Yesterday I had a trash day. I went over to Morrison's, which is across the road, and I just thought, oh, I don't want to cook, so I bought 2 cheese and onion pasties. And I don't know if you have Morrison's. If you're not in the UK, you probably don't. But salad bars in supermarkets where you have like the pastas and the potato salads and tomatoes and eggs and all of that. I don't eat eggs because eggs upset me. So anything with egg in is quite difficult. It's not that it kind of goes through me. It's just I get quite a lot of stomach pain when I eat egg. Um, so the trashy side of me was a pile of pasta and potato salad. So that was my nil nutrition yesterday, and I think it was my own fault that I woke up in agony at 5 o'clock this morning. Oh gosh, sorry, I didn't say hello. And I can't see because it's too bright. Hold on. God, why can't I see anything? Hold on. Hey, M15 guys. Sorry, lovely to see you. Sorry about that. I'm going blind because I'm being blinded by the light. How are you doing? Lovely to see you. Yeah, you can bake in an air fryer. I've made bread in an air fryer. grow my own. Grow. What am I growing? I witter on so much I forget what I've said. Actually, that would be very handy. I hate having my hair cut. So if you're volunteering, I like my beard to be grade one, sides to be grade one because they're and the top kind of just like I have it scruffy, and I like my moustache just tidied up, if that's okay. I haven't tested for dietary allergies. I've always been strong as an ox. I've always been fine. But it was a couple of years ago I realised that anything with egg in it, or just eating eggs, because I do love like a poached egg on toast or something. I love the I love it, but it doesn't love me, and it just stopped. It just started being painful, so I just stopped. And I wonder. I know this is nothing to do with milk or cheese, but I've been cutting out dairy quite a lot, and perhaps my body just struggles. It's a bit like I don't know. A while ago. It's a long time ago when I last ate meat, and I had the same stomach problems. It kind of hurt, so I avoid meat now, not because of the stomach problems, because I prefer to eat vegetarian food, but it's going to be uncomfortable when I do. Ah, well, I don't know where to grow them. I suppose I could have like a few pots in my kitchen and kind of secure them down. Actually, do make a cheese onion pasty. They are delicious. There's nothing wrong with them. I just think it was a bit too rich for me. And to be honest, that was yesterday. I was having such a lazy day. I just thought I don't fancy cooking anything. I don't want to do anything. So let's just go and buy some rubbish and eat it. I might have eaten a little too much. Oh gosh, right. That's quite a lot of work you're planning there, Jack. Maybe years ago when I was very vain, I was about 18, and I even had my eyelashes tinted like jet black as well. That was difficult. I know that's quite a makeover. My teeth aren't so bad. They're not turkey teeth, but I don't think I could ever do that. All in your bathroom. Gosh, that would be quite something. Oh, spray tan. That could be fun. I'd be up for it. Why not? I've never had a spray tan. Why not? With the cheddar, I actually think you might be okay as long as it's got a stronger taste of a good strong cheddar. I think you'll be okay. I forgot to drink my wine. Cheers, all. Happy Sunday. I don't know. I think I would have a go at a spray tan. Could be fun. Oh gosh, I tried at home going blonde once. I just went very, very ginger. I think it was one of those things, you bleach all of the colour out and then you add the blonde, and I didn't know what I was doing. So I was very, very, actually it was quite delightful, a strawberry blonde well, a ginger blonde for a few days. I was quite taken with myself. Looked strange, but I quite liked it. So sometimes it feels like my glasses are marked, but it's not. It's just my eyes are a bit tired. Tired eyes. Now I'm 50, I get tired eyes. Actually, I quite liked that it was 2 days of being kind of ginger blonde, and I kind of quite liked it. I mean, I was a lot younger. So I can see people behind me. I was just like, I'm looking at my screen because I'm just looking at myself at the moment. So uh, it's a shame this isn't kind of like a Zoom thing, and we could all kind of see each other. Bedroom eyes, tired eyes. Now I'm 50. Golden eyes. Do blondes have more fun? That's the question. I suppose they do. If you're lucky enough to be blonde, and why not? Uh, I don't know. Edward, at the moment, I'm in Sunderland. The What you can see behind me, this kind of concrete bit. So I'm not very good at this. Is a walkway, and right behind that is the North Sea. I'm looking at the North Sea at the moment, and it's a shame you can't see it. Um, I can see some ships out to sail. I've been here for 3 nights. Well, this is my third night. It's a bargain. It's less than £3.50 per day to park up on the seafront, and that covers you from 8 in the morning till 6 at night, and there's no restrictions telling you can't stay. So I've stayed. Sorry, itchy nose again. I'm hoping I don't sneeze. The weather has been really, really warm today. Really lovely. Um, so steady my hands. It's been actually too hot because I had the air fryer on to do that cooking video, and I was sweating like a whore in a church. I was absolutely boiling. Um, but I wanted to do it. I wanted to do a bit of cooking for a video for coming up this week, and but no, it's been lovely weather, really, really nice. I wanted to show you pictures from my phone, but every time I turn on my phone and try to show you photos, all it shows is kind of white on the screen. I reckon that cheddar will be good enough. Do you know, I don't mind a factory tour. I quite like it, especially if it's food or drink involved. I'm all for it. Um, my Probably my favourite is going to say if it might be a rum factory or something where we can taste the rum rather than the cheese. But cheese always works too. I do like cheese. Whilst I'm not sold on the vaping, but we've got to keep going with it, haven't we? Oh, I need a glass of wine if I'm going to have to do this. No, I definitely recommend, if you haven't had a cheese and onion pasty and you're going to make it yourself, it'll be delicious. And I'm kind of tempted to come over and try it with you, just taste, just to check. I can't spit my words out. I'm just checking my internet's still on. I could be wittering on and there's nobody here. Yep, it seems to be on. I wish I could show you. That's the problem. The vaping, it kind of, I don't go for the fruity flavors. It's more kind of it's called golden tobacco. It tastes nothing like tobacco. So if I come to you, Jacko, I could get a haircut, get my teeth done, and have a cheese and onion pasty, or even a sandwich. That'd be fine. I'm up for that. But first, I've got to go to Aberystwyth and get. I never know if I'm saying that right. And then we'll go and get my electric sorted, and then I might come your way. And a spray tan. Cheese and onion pie. I'm sold. I'm up for that anytime. Oh, I don't know if I'd want my eyelashes done again. That I found that really quite frightening last time, because you've got to keep your eyes closed, and I want to know what's going on around me. I've got to say cheers. Cheers. Good to see you, Stuart. I will properly email you in the coming few days. Sorry, it's just been a lot of driving, and I've kind of lost. I don't know. I think it was with the other computer. Now I've got the better computer going. I might feel more willing to turn it on and actually reply to emails. But I will. Lovely to see you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Edward. That's really kind. Wine and cheese. I'm up for it. Lovely to see you, Stuart. Thank you so much for coming and joining in, and just really good to talk. Um, the back fan. Sometimes I don't. I don't sleep sometimes that well. At the moment, what I'm doing, I've got my bed up there. I've done the. I wonder if I could just. Sorry, I know I'm fanning around with the laptop a lot, but obviously you can see the cab. That's a passenger seat. driver's seat. Oh, I'll turn the candles on in a second. But above there is the bed. And I haven't slept in the bed for a while because while I'm not staying in campsites, I'm staying in like laybys and things like that. I sleep on this, which actually is once I kind of take all the cushions off. Oh gosh, and throw my my empty glass around. Thank goodness. It's just over 6 foot long, but a single kind of sofa. Hold on. Hopefully you can see. So there's a lot of shadow, but I sleep along this once I take all the cushions off. Because I'm always worried in case there's any kind of problems that I can actually, and also I don't kind of, I put on a t-shirt and I have joggers on just in case anything is a problem, and then I can spring out of bed and deal with it. So I think sleeping has been a little bit odd. So sorry, that's probably why I look a bit tired as well. And also last night I didn't sleep very well because I had an upset tummy. I sound like a baby, don't I? But an upset tummy really upsets all of our sleep, doesn't it? I didn't have the shits or anything. It was just painful tummy. Sorry, I'm just going to read. That was probably too much information, wasn't it? But as I say, I'm honest. I'll answer any questions you want. Do buy a motorhome. If you've got the money, get a newer one than I've got. Mine's 25 years old and it's been a money pit. But I suppose buying a newer one, it's a money pit because you're spending a lot of money on it, but it's probably a lot more luxury than mine is. At the moment, it's very comfortable. Everything's very, very comfortable. But my kitchen tap has stopped working. I'm unsure how to fix that. And then I lose interest and I don't worry about it. As long as the shower works, I'm fine. Um, but yeah, and it's driving fine. The whole thing is driving fine. So it's just kind of bled me dry. Yay. Yeah, when I'm in a campsite, I do sleep better. Sorry, I was just trying to think. Because I don't have movement of traffic, and also you'd have seen tonight like people going up and down. The only thing I do have, which I think it might help, I've got a ring doorbell on the back door, so it tinkles when people go past. I've got my phone on silent tonight, so you know you don't have to hear if people walk past. I make sure it's properly locked up and the ring doorbell is on. Um, the dash cam activates if anybody's right in front of my van. So they're kind of security things I've got going on, but I don't. I'm always ready to either react to a problem or drive away. Hey, welcome back, Moscow. Sorry, my eyesight again is not very good, so let's try again. Yeah, welcome back. I hope church was okay. Um, no, I've never had anybody knock on the door yet. I kind of imagined here I might have been moved on because I'm going on to my third tonight. Will be my third night here, but every morning before 8 o'clock, I'm using the app and I'm paying my full day's parking fee, and I'm taxed, insured, I'm the same as any other vehicle, so why can't I stay? And there's nothing saying I can't sleep overnight here. And there's a couple of other vans just up. They've been here longer than me. I don't think I'll stay more than another night, but I'm kind of tempted to stay one more night. The only thing I get that I've moved from laybys is, like the cruising type situations where, it's often the fellas that they'll be they'll walk up and down and look in, and they'll flash their headlights, press their brake lights, trying to get attention. There's a lot of kind of cruising behaviour in the laybys. But if I just close everything down, I don't know. Oh, sorry, Jacko, lovely to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Sorry, I didn't. I should have read that sooner. It was been lovely to see you. Thank you so much, and thank you for the lovely conversation. And I'm looking forward to joining you at Christmas. Yeah. The doorbell. Sorry. Sorry, my eyesight is terrible. Daggy, the doorbell is great. The Ring doorbell works brilliant because it's got a wide kind of thing. So, say if somebody's like here, the door is over there. Um, it kind of covers quite a distance, a width. So I know if anybody's kind of coming up and down, and that makes me feel safer. And also, it goes red. They'd see that it's going red, that it's recording them. So that kind of is a good thing. The doggers. Well, is it like that French and Saunders clip where they were going dogging? And it wasn't, they were just taking their dogs for walks, but she said, "Oh, we're going dogging this morning." I know. I really need to go into Europe. Oh, thank you. I'll stop blushing again. I'll get a glass of wine. It's empty. Do you mind holding on for a second? So, as you all know, my eyesight is very bad, so I've got to peer at the screen. Just a second. Hey, Ramsey, lovely to see you. How are you doing? Lovely from the States. Lovely. Oh, right. Yes, I'm full time. I've been living in my motorhome for about, I'd say, 5 months. Um, and I do enjoy it. It's a bizarre experience. I'm comfortable enough, but I was just explaining to everyone else. I'm sorry you've missed some of that, but welcome. Um, and I have a motorhome. Like, if you're from the States, I suppose more of an RV. It's not a converted van. It's a built kind of motorhome. Um, if you have a look at my videos, there's the odd tour. I've got like, you're at the dining table at the moment, and I've got to the side of where you are at the moment. There's seating for four over a table. I'm sat on the long sofa. There's a bed above me up there, and a kitchen and bathroom behind me. More wine. You're right. I forgot to get the wine. I was just explaining the and cheers. Well, I'll come back and say cheers when there's actually something in it. Um, but lovely to see you, and thank you for joining us. I'll just be a second. Gosh, I can't see. That's better. There we go. Oh, such hard work all the way to the kitchen and back. Cheers. Happy Sunday. No, Ramsey, if you have any questions, do ask. I love doing kind of the live streams because we can be a bit more honest here than the normal videos, I guess. I think some of my moustache hair is kind of like pointing up because I've got tickles in my nose. That sounds incredible. How lovely. Ramsey, you'll love it. You really will. I think the biggest thing I'd say is be ready for the unexpected. It depends what RV you're getting. If you're getting a newer one, you'll be fine. If you're getting an older one, I've just spent £8,600 getting this one repaired, so it cost a pretty penny. But over the last 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, I've driven up towards Edinburgh from the south of England to Edinburgh. I know this is tiny. This is probably about the size of a state for any of you in America, but it's quite a big deal for us in the UK. I drove up to Scotland and then back over the borders, and now I'm in the northeast of the country. And behind me, I'm looking at the sea. Unfortunately, you can't see it because it's dark. But honestly, I'm looking at the North Sea behind me, and it's been lovely to wake up to and just look at over the last few days. So definitely, if you can, do it. Oh, good night, Lee. Lovely to see you. Sorry, we haven't spoken. Lovely to know that you're here, and thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate you. Well, I appreciate all of my friends here, but thank you so much. So, anyone new here, I'm going to have a cigarette. Avert your eyes if you don't like smoking. I try not to smoke too much on camera, but you know, forgive me. I was really excited to hear about. I am really excited to hear about what you're doing, Ramsey. I think that sounds lovely. I think probably if I'm brave enough, I'm going to go to Europe in the winter if I have enough money as well. I've got to go and get some work over the next few months. But I'd love to go to Europe through France down to Spain, to the south of Spain. I'm lucky because I have an Irish passport, so time in Europe doesn't affect me. It is. I agree, Ramsey. Sorry, pulling for it is. It's not. I looked at all of the options, and actually having something that was already built for purpose suited me. Um, I'll try to show you in a second. Well, I can spin the laptop around and you can have a look. Um, Hold on, I'll turn some lights on and then you might be able to see better. Actually, I'll turn my little candles on as well. Right, you've got to excuse the mess. But we're going towards the driver's bit. So that's my driver's seat. I've put the curtains up in the cab. Passenger seat, this does turn around, but I've got a pile of stuff behind it. Up there is my bed. It's a double bed up there. But while I'm traveling, when I stay in pull-ins and lay-bys, I don't tend to use it because I want to be more aware of what's going on, and I like to be able to get out of bed. That's part of the dining area. You're actually on the dining table at the moment. How rude. You're dancing on the table. That's the other part of the dining table. And there behind me, my bike is just there, but I've got a full-size oven and kitchen area. And just behind here, I've got a shower and a toilet and wash basin, you know, all of that. But also I've got a kitchen sink here to do washing up. Bit of a tour, bizarre tour, but a tour nonetheless. All right, I'll turn on these lights for them. Excuse me. There we go. Oh gosh, it's relentless. Fuel prices are mental, like chicken oriental. That's what's kind of slowed me up. I'd say I've done about 1,500 miles and I've burned through a lot of money. What I tend to do is, you know, when you're looking at the fuel gauge, if I see it go down to a quarter from full, I'll fill up straight away. So it's like £30. But I'm doing at least £30 to £50, perhaps £60 a day at the moment, and that's really hitting my budget. So it's been really nice to spend a few days just not traveling. You're very welcome, Ramsey. Yeah, it's not big. Yeah, I think from start to finish, it's about 6 meters in length. Um, it's big enough for one. Oh, I'm sorry. Cheers there. Cheers, Fabio. You okay? That much space to clean. Are you calling me dirty? I try to keep it as neat and tidy as I can. But as you probably saw, I've got leftovers from kind of stuff from filming today. Today's been a bit of a busy day. I'm trying to do videos for reviews, but also I think, as you know, that any reviews I do don't do so well. So I've started to try and do, if somebody sends me a product or a review, I'm going to work it into a day in the life of how I use that product. So actually you see more of me wittering at you rather than just going on about a boring product, you know. I'm glad you like the fairy lights. And cheers. Cheers, Edward. Let's have a little drink. I've had them for ages. You see the little, I just keep them pushed in behind the catches, and I've got the same the other side where you are. That's why you can see the reflection of so many. It looks like the Blackpool illuminations at the moment. They save me using my leisure battery. That's enough light for me at night, especially when I put on the candles. And also, as you can see, probably there, I have my brass lady, and I always have a candle beside her as well. She looks after my keys. This is similar to warm-up wine, believe me. It's straight out of a box. Cheers. I don't like bottles rattling around in the van, and also I don't know if there's a good or bad reasoning behind it. I buy wine in boxes because I believe actually that's a more environmental way of transporting vast amounts of liquid rather than in glass as well. It must be heavy and can't be great for the environment. Favorite movies? Right, Edward. Oh yeah, sorry. I'm on. See where I am behind me? The North Sea is just behind me, so this is kind of like a beach walk going across. So people will be coming and going. But I'm hoping that you don't really see great detail, so I'm not kind of breaking laws or anything like that. My ring. Is that what you're taking the mick out of? Favorite movies? My favorite ever movie. That was Edward, wasn't it? Alien. Alien and Witches of Eastwick. I love sci-fi films. I not so much horror. I used to love horror, not so much anymore. I don't like being frightened, but sci-fi, I don't mind that making me jump because I can kind of cope with it. Phew, just a minor scare. That's the main thing. No, there will be people kind of roaming around up and down here. I wish I could show you properly, but it's looking straight out to sea here. It's a lovely spot to be, and costs less than £3.50 a night or a day, and then the night is free. And just behind where you are is a great big supermarket, where I can buy my trash food or my broccoli and carrots. And if I've been walking down onto the seafront most mornings to go to the cafe to get an oat milk latte, and I can use their loo as well because I don't like using my own loo unless I have to, um, for practical reasons. I think you get me on that one. We don't have to go into great detail. I mean, I don't know if you have any other questions about living in a van, but actually, I don't find it that much different to living in a house, apart from power management, water, and loos. Those are the things you think about quite, or I think about quite a lot. Um, that's why I think I'm going to probably be on the move either tomorrow or next day because I need to run the van to charge the power bank. Well, now I've got two power banks, um, and water is always. I just buy it from the supermarket, and I shove water into the side of the van, and that gives me a shower, um, and fuel. Obviously, I don't think unless I get some work, I can't afford to keep driving quite so far. Um, Flavio, yes, I have, but I stayed. It was a few nights ago. Um, I was staying. It it was on Park for Night. I used the app Park for Night. It's PARK, but it's the number 4 night in one word. and this place come recommended, but it didn't have a parking sign on the side of the dual carriageway. It was just kind of a pull in behind some trees. So I parked up, but it had like two entrances to two residential properties. So I parked in the middle. I didn't want to be in the way, but there was quite a persistent man that he kept driving into the pull up, and he was pressing his brakes, so obviously trying to say I'm here, and then he'd come behind the van, in front of the van in his vehicle, never got out actually, just it kept on for a good hour or so, and but I stayed. I don't know where else to go, and I'm a big boy, you know. If I stood, I've had it before. It was a week, 2 weeks ago. Um, Similar situation, but not so much kind of the cruising situation. There was I was sat, you know, just sat, and there was somebody kind of like, I'd say 50 meters away, but they had their full beam on, and this went on for about an hour, and I just got sick of it. So I got in the van, turned on my full beam, and drove straight up to their car and jumped out of the van, and they drove away. I'm not a small fella, so that goes in my favour. I do get scared, but if I have to kind of like, you know, and get out the van and look a bit scary, I can do that. So I'm just reading the comments, trying to read it with my bad eyesight, so excuse me for a second. It takes a while. Real estate price in the UK is probably quite expensive. It depends. It's expensive if you can't afford it, I guess. People on the property ladder are okay, but new buyers, first-time buyers, it's a pretty unfair situation. But I think that's probably something that is a normal thing throughout kind of Western society, isn't it? Uh no, just nicotine, I'm afraid. I got this in the shop. You just buy these things and pop them in. It's an easier way for me to vape because I can't bother with those little bottles and filling, and I'm too lazy for it. Yeah, we're gonna have to have fag in a second. A cigarette. I should stop calling them fags, shouldn't I? Yeah, Edward. There are piles of places. I use that Park for Night site. Um, if I can't find anywhere, I'll go onto a site called Brit Stops, and what you do is you phone up. It's like a pub or somewhere. Phone up the pub, say, "Can I stay a night or two?" And they'll say, "Yeah, as long as you if they've got room, they'll say, "Yeah, as long as you buy some dinner or something or a few pints with us, you're more than welcome." So I've done that if I'm struggling. Um, I'm not the tallest. I'm just under 6 foot. I'd say about that. Um, I'm quite a broad boy. So, and also, I think it's when you feel a bit threatened, you actually turn on your, well, you put up your big boy pants and you look a little bit serious. Um, I haven't had any problems yet, really. That's the two problems I've had, and nothing has gone wrong. Um, you know, people drive away or people give up. I if say for instance, the only thing I'm worried about is I'm having a glass of wine in charge of a motorhome. Um, I worry about the cops turning up and saying, "Oh, are you okay?" And I stink of wine. I'm drinking a glass of wine. Um, but the thing is, with the motorhome, I take out the I can never remember the word for it. I can take a key out of the engine. It literally is a red key. I pull out the engine, um, and I put it in the cupboard, and all of my driving keys are there. I light a candle. I have lights on. Everything's set up, so it's obvious I'm not going to drive this evening. So I'm not particularly. There's no intention to drive. You're absolutely right. Uh, whether it's Bow Furnace or Mayfair, or perhaps Piccadilly, I don't know. It's expensive. Um, I think if I had the money, or if I could get the money together, I have probably quite a strong feeling that I wouldn't mind ending up in Europe somewhere, probably more Spain than France, and buying a small plot of land or a small building, a building to do up longer term, but with the van, because this is always going to be a home that I can rely on. God willing, touch wood. I haven't got wood to touch. Careful there. Um, and that's probably a longer term plan. Um, but for now, my home is on wheels. It's unsettling. I'd say sometimes it's unsettling. The decision paralysis is a big thing. Yeah, I'm not going to be pulled over smelling of wine, but basically, if I'm parked up for the night, I make sure that the living area here is very much set up, that I am very much here for the night, like having candles lit, having the food out, having things unpacked shows that you don't have intention to drive, having the curtains closed um, over the cab. And also, I take that key out of the engine immobilizer key. I take that out and I lock it away. So I can't get away that quickly. I've got to open the engine to drive away, to put that key back in. Then I've got to get into, then undo the curtains, let blow out candles. There's an awful lot of rigmarole to actually get this thing going again. So I think actually that's where I don't fear the filth knocking on the door. Well, I don't feel safe around cops. Sorry, I call them the filth. I shouldn't do that, should I? I'll get um, this video will go downhill very quickly, and I'll probably be arrested tonight if any of them watch. I'm gonna have a cigarette just in case. If I'm gonna get arrested, I'm gonna have a fag. Oh, I'll shut my dirty trap about things like that, shall I? God, God, I hate this. Not this. I hate. I can't figure out why I'm grey, dead on a line. It drives me mad because I'm spending too much. It's like looking in a mirror for an hour. Don't worry, Edward. I'll be fine. And you will too, as well. No, I was listening to. I think years ago, I was listening to too much Lily Allen, and she used to call them the filth, and I kind of took that. That was years ago. That's like 15 years or 20 years ago. Have you heard her new album, Pussy Palace? I was going to call the van Pussy the Pussy Palace because I've got a picture of Mr. Bear there. You should be able to see him. Mr. Bear, my old cat that died. And I just thought we could call it the Pussy Palace. And actually, that whole album, I think it's West End Girl, isn't it? It's really helped me with getting over my ex. I did say I wouldn't say his name too often, but it's actually really helped getting over my ex because there are so many similarities with what she says and how she describes things, and it kind of takes the mick out of when you're committed to someone and then you realise they're not quite as committed as what you thought they were. That's my bitterness over with for tonight. Cheers. Oh, smashing. I could do with a beard and haircut very soon. Um, I was really doing well. Every 2 weeks, I was getting a haircut and a beard cut. I like it when they do my beard and moustache and all of that, but I haven't had the chance. I haven't had a minute. I've been driving so much. Oh, cheers, Sir Jameson. Oh gosh, we're nearly out. Actually, I bought my dad a bottle of Jameson's. It's what he likes. Good whiskey. I'm more of a Jack Daniels boy. Bourbon. I'm not really into the whiskey. Sorry about the smoking. I was looking at my phone. All these notifications coming in. Oh, right. It's someone here has my WhatsApp and they just said they're sorry to make me blush. So I'll reply in a bit. I blush easily. Yeah, I don't like having such a long beard. I don't enjoy this at all. There, we can enjoy the smoking without actually smoking, so you can enjoy my smoking. Do you see like there? It fucks up my jawline. Starts to be. That's why I keep kind of like trying to flatten it down. Fucks up my jawline. I hate it when that happens. Sorry, I just thought I'm just smoking away and I've forgotten I'm actually on camera live. Oh, I do like a Jack Daniel, and I'm a bit of a Coke Zero boy with it. That's what I enjoy. Um, oh, thank you, Edward. Um, but it does get bushy. It gets very bushy from there down. Moustache is always fine. Everything there down just gets a bit Father Christmassy. I think I might get a glass of wine. Why not? Do you know, if you're having Jameson's, I think I ought to have a glass of wine. You know, this Sunday night, after all. What I'm going to do is pay for this car park for another day. I'll probably move on tomorrow, but it means I don't have to be awake at 8 o'clock. And to be honest, I'm awake at 6 generally most mornings. But then I can actually relax into moving forward, and I'm not entirely sure where to. That's the whole thing. I get very, very kind of, it's decision paralysis. I could go anywhere, but it's actually I don't know where to go. Well, Jacko, perhaps I can help you with that. Actually, I wouldn't drink the whiskey, although my brother, he gave me a whiskey with ginger ale, not ginger beer. It was ginger ale and I think lime juice. Delicious. I had it a few weeks ago with him. He found a recipe, and that was really nice. Loads of ice, lovely. I know I need to relax. I'm not very good at relaxing. I'm actually quite a tense little animal at times. I'll go and get some wine. Do you mind waiting for me? I won't be a moment. Promise. Just fill this up. Oh gosh. Oh, lean back. So I got this T-shirt. I think it's a bit too big, but it was on sale. It was like £6 or something. Oh, now you can see my bed. Lovely. Cheers. Oh, cheers, Edward. Cheers, everybody. Um, Edward, I don't want to be down about it, but actually, the freedom is almost too much at times. Um, I wake up and I don't know. So I spend a lot of time on Google Maps, kind of thinking, where should I go? And then sometimes it's like the other day, I drove for a couple of hours and I just headed north I am pointing north. To be honest, it looks like I'm pointing south in the camera. I went straight north, up through into Scotland. It felt like where I should be. I don't know why, but it felt that way. Um, had a really nice drive, and I ended up in a lovely park up. Um, but sometimes I don't know where I should be, and sometimes that's actually quite. It's a bit of a mind fuck at times to decide where am I going, where should I be, or should I be, you know, should I be somewhere, or does it matter where I am? Cheers, Dapper. Lovely to see you. From West. Not quite sure what that means. Sorry. It's probably the wine. It's not you. It's probably it's me. I don't understand things sometimes. I'm actually quite. I'm not that clever. Best jeans in the world. Sorry, I'm getting very confused. Oh, you'll see. Just behind you, where you're sitting, is the main road. I think I've said this. As cars go past, the solar will turn on and off because of the headlights. Normally they don't. Oh, there's somebody walking past. There they go. Oh, West of Ireland. Yeah, I'm. My genes are from Kerry in the west of Ireland. Uh, I'm from a place. My family is from Ballybunion in Kerry. It's near well, um the mouth of the Shannon. Do you know what? I do miss having animals. But after this heat wave, I don't know if I could have had especially a dog. I think a cat might have quite liked the heat, to be honest, but not a dog. Um, I've thought about having a cat here, especially as I've decided to call the place the Pussy Palace. Um, but we'll see. Not far, Jacko. Then um, I really hope to make it over to Ireland. Um, I'd like to go to Kerry again and just have a look around. I think sometimes it's a little bit difficult for me because I grew up or in Oxfordshire, but with my dad being Irish and my mum from being up in Sunderland, where I am at the moment, you don't really know where you're from properly, and I always feel like I've got this silly snooty accent, and it's not on purpose. It's just from where I grew up, and it makes visiting places or claiming to be from these places quite difficult. I'm going to set the smoke alarms off in a moment. I've done that before with a vape. It's quite embarrassing. Oh, thank you very much. It's the way I talk, innit? No, we none of us can help our accents, can we? It's just the way we were brought up, or where we ended up going to school, or whatever. Oh, my phone is going wild at me. Nothing urgent. It's just that I haven't paid for my PUBG mobile subscription, so it's saying they're going to give me a free month. I haven't paid for months. I haven't played any computer games for months. It is 11:03. You can just probably about make it out on my phone. It's early yet. Lex, I don't actually. I really enjoy accents. Um, I suppose, and I really don't want to upset anybody here at all. But an accent I find hard to follow rather than like or dislike is a Liverpool accent. I find it really kind of quite strong and hard to follow, but not unpleasant. Just a difficult accent. Um, oh, there she is walking a dog. You know, trust her. She's always wanted to be in the camera, isn't she? Yeah, that's the whole thing, isn't it, Lex? That there's not an accent I dislike. Probably a lot of people dislike my accent, especially when I'm roaming around up north in you know Sunderland and in when I'm up in Scotland and I've got my posh boy accent going on. I'm sure people don't love that, but I don't take offence to accents. It's just some are harder to understand. Sometimes Welsh as well. Um, it's the speed or whatever that certain people or accents talk at, which is difficult for me. And perhaps it's because I'm not paying enough attention, or perhaps I'm just a bit stupid. I don't know. I'm not. I must say, you all know I'm not the most clever boy. So sometimes I have to keep saying what, eh? What you saying? Gosh, that's got this wine from Morrison's. If you're in the UK and you have a Morrison's, I got a Malbec from Morrison's in a box. Pretty good. Oh, Lex, did you go past my old B&B? Just out of interest. Have to email me if you don't want to say it out or out loud on the chat. But I wondered if you did. Um, Years ago, I worked at I went to New York for a few days, literally a few days, was a work thing, and then came back and didn't see much of it at all. So I'd love to. I'd love to know the. So I've got a. My right arse cheek has gone numb, so I'll lean on my left. I'd love to, but I don't know. I think I couldn't take my van. It'd be way too expensive. And I'm not quite sure what I'd do there, but I'd love to. Gosh, Jacko, you've been around as much as I have, haven't you? You really have. Um, I do move around a lot, and that's why perhaps I've ended up in this thing. Um, I never let the paint dry at times, and I'd like to at times as well. Oh, Germany, I've been once, and that was by complete accident. Um, I hope, because forgive me, because I'm not the sharpest tool in the box, but Cologne, is that Germany? Um, I had to get off a flight there and spend a few hours at Cologne Airport, and then fly off to somewhere else. But that's my Germany visit. But that is Germany, isn't it? I think. Hopefully. Oh, an advert popped up. Oh my god. What did you miss? Yeah, I did ask Lex, did you see my old place? Sorry, I didn't realise adverts were popping up all over the place. I honestly that I didn't do anything to encourage that. I'm so sorry. It's this whole thing. I don't know. I don't understand the whole YouTube. I've been on here for, was it my first video was in April, and then I got monetized, I don't know, a month or so ago, and I don't really understand it, and I haven't paid that much attention. So apologies if adverts are driving you insane. Oh gosh, I don't know. I'm sorry. Advert. I don't mean it. I'm really sorry. I'm not money grabbing like that. I mean, yeah, when they pay me my 3 pence for you being inconvenienced, that'll pay for fuel, won't it? Literally, YouTube pays minimal. Wow. Sorry, I didn't know that. I'm just looking at myself, looking at the chat, trying to read it, and I'm so sorry. I didn't realise. I'm so sorry. I'll look at the settings next time. I just say go live and hope for the best that live is going to happen. I must look at that. I'm so sorry. A few. I'm glad I got the place in Germany correct. Cologne is in Germany. Really? Every 5 minutes? Right. I'm sorry about this. I honestly, this is not what why I'm doing this, and I had no idea. I'm so sorry. I Do you know, every time I do a live, there's always a problem, isn't there? And I didn't realise that was a problem. I I schedule the live because that's what YouTube likes me to do. And then when I say I want to go live, 2 minutes before the time I've scheduled, I click on the live that I've scheduled and say, yeah, that's what I want to go live on. Click go live. Off I go. I don't think anything more of it. I didn't realise that adverts were a thing, and I'm sorry. I'll look into that for the next one. Oh, they're tight, aren't they? I'm really sorry, Baz. I'm sorry, everybody. Um, just if hopefully it's one of those. Do you get the kind of ads where you can skip? After a couple of seconds, you can skip the ad. Um, if that's the case, skip the ad and then ask me again. I'll answer the question. Um, but what I'll do for next times, I'll look more into it and turn. I think could I turn it off or turn it on, or I'll look into it and see what I can do, because I didn't know this was a problem, or I'm sorry. Um, it's a minor annoyance, but it's something I'm unaware of, which is something that's always going to annoy me. I like to be aware of everything, and also what would probably be good is actually when you get to watch the adverts, perhaps the advert should pop up for me so I know when to stop talking and then I can start again. Do you know what I mean, though? It would be lovely if YouTube said, advert is starting. So I'll just sit there, light a fag and wait, and then start talking again. So apologies. Uh, Real apologies. No idea. Honestly. And I'll try to do something about this for next time. Hmm. So I'm just reading the comments. Yeah, I really enjoy our chats, and I'm sorry something spoilt it. That's all. Um, Hopefully you'll forgive me. Jack, I've got a bit lost. But it sounds like you've done well, and that's lovely to hear. Do you know what? I love hearing about people doing well, and that's brilliant. Yeah, all I can say is sorry about the advert, and next time I do the live, I'll look at the settings. I I don't look at things, to be honest. I just like bang away on the computer. Thank you very much, and thank you all of you. Um, as always, I think of this is a time to catch up with us being friends and actually being able to talk to each other properly. And I can only apologise for adverts and shit, you know. But it's good to catch up and talk, isn't it? Um, I really enjoy it, and I'm glad you do too. I'm out of fags. Well, not really. I just need to go and get some more from over there. Would you excuse me for a second? And I might pour some wine. You might get an advert while I do, so it might be quite handy. Oh, sorry. I just try to see what's going on. Someone new here, Alex. Hey, how are you doing? Lovely to see you. Thank you for joining us. How are you doing? Tell me all about yourself, all the gossip. Yeah, I don't have to go out for a cigarette at the moment because I've got the roof thing open and I've got a very heavily scented candle on. They had, correct me if I'm wrong, it's Midnight Ode. Is it OUD? Or is it Oud like the was it Doctor Who that had the Ouds, you know, with their tentacle faces? Anyway, I've got that burning. It's strong. I think that's why I've got to rub my nose a lot. Um, it takes the smoke smell away. Normally, I don't smoke. I normally smoke outside, but when we're having a bit of time together as mates, I kind of like just to hang out and smoke with you. Oh, another ad. My God, I'm not greedy. Honestly, you think I'm sat here pressing, oh, ad. I'm not. And to be honest, I looked at my last live stream. I made £1.23 out of it for all these ads. So this isn't a money making exercise for me, but it must be money making exercise for somebody, mustn't it? Skip the ads, ladies. Well, I'll go and get some cigarettes and a glass of wine. I'll be BRB real quick. Oh, hello. I'm back. Have some wine. A little pack of fags. Hey, Gerardo. How you doing? Lovely to see you. Thank you for joining us. Sorry, there will be people walking up and down. I'm just on the seafront, so people are doing their evening promenade. Oh, sorry. Cheers. Oh, sorry, Baz. Um, So you all know my eyesight is pretty bad, so I've got to lean forward to read the comments. I think that's incredible, Jacko. I think it's commendable. Um, I haven't quite done the same, but I'm not too frightened. Um, but I get you. It's just well done, and I couldn't be happier for you. I have plans to do the same, but not quite at the moment. Oh, somebody going past. Yeah, it's a bit of a good view. Well, I've I actually have the sea behind me, Gerardo. But it's pretty cool during the day. Ooh. Living in a van is definitely cheaper, but it seems cheaper because sorry, I just like a cigarette. Because I've paid a lot of things up front. I paid the insurance up front, I paid the tax up front. But then being hit by the big bills, like that being hit by I know I'm gonna keep saying it, but I'm still kind of like a bit at it, paying out £8,600 a couple of weeks ago doesn't feel so cheap. But if you live in a house, sometimes you do have to pay out, you know, £8,000 or £10,000 if you have a problem with the house. So I'd say if things don't go wrong, it's cheap. If things are going right, you've only got to worry about how much you're going to travel. It depends how much fuel you want to use. We still go to shops. We want to buy food. We want to, buy things. It's very much on what you want to spend money on. Unfortunately, I buy cigarettes and I like wine, and also I love buying bizarre soft cushions, like you know things like this with many dogs on. I spend money on rubbish, but I'm trying not to now. I've spent all the money I can. This whole place is really really comfortable. I don't need for anything apart from if I were to give up cigarettes and wine, I just need food and fuel, and it would be very cheap. Yeah, the cigarettes I buy are Richmond Original Super Kings. I like a long cigarette, and they're probably one of the cheapest because I'm classy like that. Jack, I'm heading over to your place. I'm heading to Ireland as soon as possible. Wow, Lex, 2 adverts. That's quite something. Honestly, I'm not pressing a button saying advert now, advert, advert, advert. One thing I might do, I'll show you when I get paid, and I'm due to get paid by YouTube. I think in September, I'll show you what I'm paid and how I've been paid. You'll be shocked at how little it is. It literally is pennies per video. Yes, two can fit in the bed. It's a full double bed up there. That's the whole thing, Gerardo. Never know if it's Gerardo. Forgive me, but yeah, the freedom is lovely because I'm like a snail. I'm traveling around with everything here, but sometimes the decision paralysis gets the best of me, and I'm not quite sure where I should be or what I should be doing, or you know. But it's all here. I have a home here, and I'm trying to make it a comfortable home. Um, I I don't love driving, but I did that hypnotism session, and so now I can drive pretty well on most roads. I'm not a motorway boy, but I'll drive generally quite happily, and I'll drive a good 1 to 200 miles in a day, and I'll just drive until I feel like I want to stop. What's slimy? Have I made a mistake? Sorry. Oh, I'm talking too much. My cigarette's gone out. So I'll lean in and have a read. Which I can't see because my glasses are wrong. Ah, yeah, okay. Like a snail. Okay. No, I leave tracks wherever I go. I'm going to start blushing now. Don't look at me. I used to love pottery. Actually, I still do, Jacko. Um, I'm a big fan of Emma Bridgewater. Um, I just trying to. I don't even want to know what's being said now. I'm just going to hide. Well, I'm being punished for the ads, aren't I? I'm so sorry. I'm literally not pressing add button every second. I'm so sorry. I'll look at that for next time. I feel ashamed of myself, and honestly, I don't make any money from it. Um, you'd be surprised at how little money is made. Sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry, Baz. Yeah, Jacko, I don't know. Oh, making farting noises with my lips there. I think next time we go live, I'll sort out the adverts, but also I'll put on some proper reading glasses so I can actually see what's going on, because I feel like I'm right up against the screen. Would you be interested in when I think it'll be late October, because you know, I got that monetized thing, and they've recently verified my parents' address, and now they're verifying my bank account. Would you be interested in my first month's wages from YouTube? I'm very happy to do it, and I know those videos go fucking viral, but it'll be um, literally I can afford a pack of fags and a bottle of wine. Um, that's the reality of YouTube money. Honestly, it's um, not that exciting, but I'm quite happy to share that. And that's the only thing that I've got that's happened to me, is like I'm doing the review of the what's it called, power station. Bluetti sent me a £2,000 power station to review, and so that is kind of good, isn't it? And like the dash cam, I know it's not popular to do. I'm not getting money, but I'm getting things to review, and songs I review them hopefully properly with some humour. You know me. Um, Nothing's going to be that serious, but it's always going to be incredibly honest. Um, that's probably going to be my payment from YouTube, isn't it? Are you calling me? Was it Penfold or something? Oh, thank you for the email. I'll look at, actually, it's just popped up on my phone, so I'll look at it in a bit. Well, the thing is, you know, I don't hide anything, so I'm quite happy to. It's not, and also it's not me moaning. Um, it's the reality of what I'm trying to do, and oh gosh, fuck, drop my vape, little suck. Um, I think the whole point of my my YouTube is, or us even talking together is being honest about life, honest about, sorry, little burp, excuse me, um, honest about things and actually just saying things as they are. Doesn't have to be harsh. It just can just be what things really are, um, and probably have a laugh about them. That's basically what I do. Um, you know, I find things that I find that I'm quite boring. So I try to talk about things, but I try to make it a bit more light-hearted. So we can talk about anything you want. So for gulp of wine, I'll come back to the screen. We're back. Oh, well, perhaps I'd fit in well at Penfolds the winery. Jack, you've got to keep them to yourself because I don't need no. Don't be outing me to Hello Magazine or whatever it is. You know, be careful there. Um, no, I'm going to be brutally honest. I don't think anything I'm ever going to do is going to be viral, but actually, hopefully, um, we're just hanging out like this is just a nice way for us all to be, and that's what I like. This wasn't really a money making exercise, but if YouTube want to pay me a bit of money, then fuck it. Why can't they? You're hilarious, Jacko. You really are. So I'm just trying to check that I haven't missed anybody else's messages. I hope I haven't. If I have, just shout at me. I try really hard, but I need to have the. I need to actually get my other glasses out to actually see things properly. I'll get this right one day. My lies are ropey at best, aren't they? A bit like my videos. Right, one more cigarette. I'm not picky about those. It's just bloody itchy. I think because the hairs of my moustache they go curly and they tickle my nostrils. Trying to think of something to say. I think I've said all I can really. But again, I'm just happy to hang out for a bit. I think a lot of my last kind of 5 months have been very much um being on my own. So every minute of things like this, every minute of spending time with you all is valuable to me because it's very much me on my own quite a lot, and so this is valuable. I'm sorry that sometimes I'm not talking a great deal, but it's just nice that knowing that other people are there, just there, um, means a lot. I need a magnifying glass. Hey, Geoscape. I'm glad you do. It's just the reflections of all of my lights. Um, just behind me is you might see people walking past because I'm right on the seafront, so people might be doing their evening promenade. Lex, I'm torn. I'm meant to be staying in this area until the end of the week because my cousin and my aunt and my cousin and their friend are coming up to Sunderland, and I was meant to meet them, but I kind of feel like I've done Sunderland. But I'd like to see them because my aunt and my cousin have always been really supportive of me. I've I'd like to spend time with them, so I might go down to Whitby and back up. Edward, what makes me happy? Spending time with my friends here. That is a highlight of my week, and sometimes I regret not doing it. But this actually makes me incredibly happy. I'm smiling, and this makes me feel like that actually there are people here for each other, and it means a lot. Other things make me happy is just I don't know. I've forgotten what makes me happy. I like music. I love to get back into gaming, but I don't want to. There's something holding me back. Um, I don't really know what makes me happy. I feel like I've lost what really makes me happy. I hope that's like a non-answer, isn't it? Oh, doggy poo walk. Um, I see a lot of those going on behind. Um, so I'm not being low. I'm rediscovering myself still. I don't know what makes me happy still. I know a lot of things that don't make me happy. I've tried the apps. I don't like hooking up with people. I haven't yet. But it actually the idea of it turns me off. Um, I like the idea of traveling with somebody, but I don't want to share my space with somebody. I love cooking, but I don't like the washing up that comes with it. We're in a van. Um, I like being in a van, but I dislike not knowing where I'm going. You're right, Baz. I've at the moment I'm just rediscovering kind of music I like. I'm rediscovering, I don't know, my ways, and it's a tough thing because I've always been, I think, with somebody. I've only been with two people, and I was single for about 2 years in between those two people, and I found that tough. So I'm back in a similar situation that I was 11 or 12 years ago, where I'm trying to work out what I am and where I should be, and perhaps I'm just that kind of, I don't know what the word is, um, unsettled, but I'm not unhappy. I'm not happy, but I'm not unhappy. I'm fine. Yeah, you're right, Baz. I'm still trying to discover myself again, I think. I think that's lovely that you met your husband there. Um, Unfortunately, it's a necessary evil nowadays because you can't walk into a bar and just walk up to a fellow and say, "Sup, do you fancy a pint?" It doesn't work like that. I don't really think it does. So we are stuck with apps and online stuff, or meeting someone off online. Um, but I'm taking it easy on that. But I think that's lovely that you did. Do you know what, Ramsey? Thank you so much for joining me. It's been lovely, and enjoy your dinner. And do come back, or you know, don't be a stranger. My email is, as for everybody, not just Ramsey, but my email is generally available in the channel description or most of the descriptions of the videos. If you want to get in touch, I will reply when I can. I'm a lazy bitch at times. So that's the whole thing, Edward. Aren't we all? Are we all trying to just figure it out? We just don't know what we like and what we dislike, and perhaps the choice is too big. Dishwasher. Thank you very much, Baz. That means a lot. Well, I think everybody here is lovely. Everybody is here is so supportive of each other, not just me. We're all supporting each other, aren't we? We're hanging out together. So cheers, all of us. Oh God, more adverts. The adverts are going to kill us, aren't they? That's it. The weight is there's a saying there, isn't there? Cheers all. Well, Baz, well said. Um, Sometimes I feel the same that actually it's all right for a bit, but who's to say? But we've got to make it okay, haven't we? So I really did lose half a tooth here. My tongue is always there. Right. Do you know I'm gonna have a cigarette and well, I don't know. Call it a night or carry on. Who knows? Baz, you're hilarious. I like your no fear. I actually haven't seen any of these adverts, so I hope they're all okay. Actually, no. We have cigarettes. Let's have one. Cheeky fag. See, that's the whole thing, Baz. I I agree with that. I agree with that a lot. And I think that's basically what we're all saying to each other, isn't it? That we're stuck with this hand of cards and we've got to kind of keep going, haven't we? Hey Richard, I'm glad you're not seeing the ads either. Who knows what you'll see other people are seeing. I'm so sorry. Next time I do a live, I don't know about how ads work, so I'll try to make sure that they're not like tonight. I'm sorry. So I look very serious and I'm making faces at myself because all I can see is myself. What I'm going to do is sign off at the end of this cigarette and just say thank you to you all for just the lovely chat and actually it's been lovely the it's always lovely that you all talk to each other as well, and that's why I think doing a live is worth doing because often I'll throw out a video and it's a bit ropey. My videos, they're not the best. um I'm never claiming to do anything other than the best. Just it's just ropey, you know, me wittering. But thank you very much for being here, and it's always good and actually to talk directly to you. Which I'm talking that way, but actually the comments are there. I hate this. I hate the wrong way round that I'm looking at. Oh, it's just irritating. So what I'll do tomorrow, I'll let you all know where I am, kinda, that I've moved on or not. Um, yeah, I think it'd be a Sunday night thing. I think Sunday Night Lives is better, isn't it? Friday nights was a little bit of pressure, so Sundays is a bit easier. So thank you so much. Yeah, I need to do some kind of mirror thing to work out this magic. Thank you very much. I think we're all we've got to be ourselves, and that's really important, Baz. Thank you. That's a lovely way to put it. Um, this is important for me, and I hope you'll um, enjoy it too, because it's super important for me, and I do love a giggle with you all. It's a great laugh. And next time I'll get the correct glasses on. I keep wearing these things, and actually they're with the varying focals. I can't see that, or I can't see that well, but I'll get my reading glasses on so I can actually see what's going on properly. So, and I know I look like a mole when glasses come off. Ain't it some shit? I used to like the way I looked without glasses. Now I look like someone weird. Perfect, Baz. I do have a few people that actually they comment later, and they because what's it been? Oh, it's nearly 3 hours. Oh, almost 3 hours on the dot that we've been tittle tattling. That some people they have commented they watch the lives over like a couple of sessions. So, which is very nice. It's nice that somebody wants to watch. Thank you very much, Jacko. And Baz. Gosh, you're being really kind. Thank you so much. Thank you for being so kind to me. Um, oh, need an extra puff of cigarette because you're being so kind to me. Oh, I think we're all strong animals, aren't we? We're gonna make it through. But I'll just keep you updated, and we'll try to keep in contact every Sunday, or it might be Friday. I'll always tell you when I'm doing live things. Thank you, Lex. Remember, phone in sick tomorrow. You can't be staying up all night and then have to do work. Just say you had to talk to Joe. You know, lovely to see you. And I'll give you an email tomorrow, Lex. So I'm trying to read. My eyesight is really bad. An egg peeler, of all things, an egg peeler, because I can't eat eggs. How strange. Is it because I talked about eggs earlier? Do you know, this is like sitting in a pub with you all. I just find this hilarious and lovely. Um, it's like hanging out with mates. It really, well, we are hanging out as mates, but like in real, it feels like we're just here talking. It's hilarious. Ooh. I think actually, is it funny? YouTube is taking advantage of our chats, and I'll get like 3 pence from this from this live, and I don't do it for the money, but the amount of adverts they're putting in, ain't they some shit? Oh well, obviously eggs are a problem with both Google and with me. I'm sorry about the adverts. Next time I go live, I'm going to check off what the options, and I don't normally look at the options. I just say go live. I schedule it, and then when I decide, not decide, but like I said, I'll go live tonight at 9, 5 to 9. I'll turn on the computer and click on the live that I scheduled and say go live. I don't put that much thought into it, but obviously I think I need to if you're being bombarded with adverts about fucking eggs. Big Brother is watching. I think YouTube and Google are watching all the time. Oh well, I'll try better next time. Right, I'm gonna sign off. Thank you so much. Thank you, friends, for being here. Do you know it means the world to me? It really does. And I'll let you all go. And I hope this week is kind to you. I hope um, no matter what you're doing, it's going to be a lovely week. And I'm going to put up a bizarre video about it's going to be a review, but a day in the life. So you're going to see me looking even more rough than I do tonight. I'm trying to make light of reviews, so hopefully you'll stick with me and watch it. They sent me the product. I'm duty bound, so if you watch, you watch. If you don't, you don't. It doesn't matter. I've fulfilled my promise. Um, but thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Um, cheers. Down the hatch. Right. I'll, I'll wait until I say goodnight to everybody. Good night, Baz. Good night. Just good night. Egg peeler. That's going to throw me all completely. Good night. Thank you so much for spending time with me. I've got to work out how to turn this off. Night night.